I didn't say don't look up, because if they say don't look up, they'll look up. Yeah, they were practicing. We told them that after practice we'd hand them all the glasses and they could start looking at it. So, it's a pretty historical moment to say the least, and we wanted them to be a part of it. So they all got their glasses and keep them all day. I think, what is it, at 12:30? It's supposed to be full view block? 11:46. Okay, 11:46. So turn your lights on, I guess. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. All right. Yeah, it was a good day. It was warm and hot. It was a full sun until this started happening. So we had a good practice today in pads.
Mike, how do you adjust this week? Now, game week is next week, but do you start adjusting in terms of taking back the physicality this week, or what do you do?
Yeah, you do. You always do that the next to last. You get about 10 days out from the game. You start drawing back. You still do some physical stuff. You still do good on good because you want to keep the speed of the game. So you just limit the number of reps with it, but you keep it going.
In a recent article, you're talking about the offensive line, saying it's probably one of the best since you've been here. What
Right.
do you think makes them so great?
Well, we've got a lot of experience and we've got a lot more athletic ability. I feel good about our backup guys, and I feel good about them understanding our offense completely with what we want to do. So they're just smoother than running hitting all cylinders, so to speak, on everything, and that's important. And hopefully, we'll be able to have less disruptive plays and that type of thing to keep us on schedule offensively. So I feel good about those guys.
Out of curiosity, just your return specialist. Let's start with punt returner. Are you concerned at all about having your number one corner as your
he
punt
played
returner?
all the time last year. I thought he was the number one corner last year. We'll have him back there. We'll have Jay back there, and we'll have Ronnie back there. So we'll have all three of those guys at different times. But no, I feel pretty good about him being there and being able to do it.
What about kick returner?
A kick returner, we're still looking at some guys, but most likely it's going to be Lee Walker, Ronnie Blackman, Katie Nixon, those guys.
How important is it for you to have a veteran back there that sometimes maybe isn't the guy returning, but a lot of times you see that veteran kind of calm the young guy down and say,
we do. We've worked on it. Hopefully we'll do that. Usually that guy has to take a lot of blocks, and last year we had Phillip doing it on and off, but we thought he was just taking too many. They knew he was our star tailback, so we thought like people, not on purpose, but they weren't avoiding him. And so if you knew you could get an extra hit because he's got to block somebody on our star tailback, that might be a deal. But on kickoff returns, it's a little bit different than punt returns. You can fair catch. There's a little bit more high intensity lick sometimes on a kickoff return than a punt return. We won't have Phillip back there unless we have to in some, like you said, some really important. They're all important, but some really pressure situation. But right now we wouldn't have him back there.
And with punt return, you've often said the philosophy is just catch it and get it to our offense.
Yeah.
Is that more so when you have an offense like this?
I think the number one thing is get it back to the offense, however that is. If it's a block, if it's they kick it out of bounds, or if you just catch it. The main thing is get it back. And then if you get times to make a big play, which we made some big plays at different times last year, all our returners did. But the main key is get it back to them. Because if you don't, it's a 40-yard turnover, really. So it's kind of a little bit about changes and flips the field a little bit.
When Javier Edwards has been healthy out there this preseason, how would you kind of compare what he brings to that role versus what you got from Josh Tupou last season?
I think they're real similar. I mean, Josh played really, really well. I got to see Javier play in a few games to see, but I think they're similar. They can both hold the point because it's so big and strong. And then they also have the ability to move and do that type of thing. I think Javier's got a lot of talent. We'll just see if he can put it on and do it during a game like Josh did.
How have you seen that whole defensive line progress in camp up to this point?
I think they've made good strides. I think they really have. And they're excited about playing. Leo Jackson's playing really, really, really well, which I figured he would. He's always played well when he's played for us. And then, Frank Newman's made a good jump. Chris Malumba and Javier have made really good jumps. Chase Frankie has gotten better. He's flashed at times for us, and he's going to have to play. So I feel good about all those guys. And then George Frazier going over there, he's done some really good things. So I feel like those 7 dudes give us big, strong, powerful guys. And they've all played a little bit. And they've played in junior college ball, they've played here for us. And then some of them played quite a bit. So I think the experience factor there will be okay being able to rotate them in.
this be more of a mix and match maybe than it was a year ago?
It will be a little,
depending on
yeah, no,
situation?
it will be a little bit more mix and match. And honestly, the way we play, you'd like to be that way. You can't, because they could wear down. But I feel good about them being able to throw different guys in there.
Mike, was there any postscript from the scrimmage on Friday after you watched the tape? Anything stick out in your mind?
I thought that we again, our special teams, we did a lot of that live, and a lot of that I thought it went well. I thought that went well. I thought it was a big jump from the last time we did that, from the last scrimmage. So I thought that was good. And Montez had his best scrimmage. He was on. That was really good.
How's Dylan Keeney with the back?
Dylan is doing well, and matter of fact, they're did more and more with him last week, and then this week we're going to try to do more and more just when school starts. Hopefully, get him back out there rolling full speed. So far he's progressing. If he doesn't have any setbacks, it's been discouraging for him. It's been discouraging for us because we thought he'd be ready to go, but it hasn't. But he told me on Friday he's felt better than he's felt in 4 or 5 months, so that's a good sign.
He's trying to get some of those other injured guys back, like Javier.
Yeah, we're starting to get all those guys are getting back out. They were out back out there today, going after it a little bit, so it's good.
Any separation in your kicking competition so far?
Oh wow. I would say it's still pretty even, but I have been pleased with James and I have been pleased with Chris, and I've been overly pleased with Alex Kinney. I hope he does what he did in camp because he's doing what I think he can always been able to do. I think he's just gotten confidence in him, and his drop is so much more consistent. So that's good. Maybe it's his hair. He can say it's his hair. I say it's his drop. So I'd rather have the drop than the hair. But he's doing good.
He's going to split up the field goal and kickoff duties, or
Don't know yet. We did a kickoff contest Friday night in there. We'll do one again Thursday, and then we'll kind of make decisions from there. I probably still won't tell you, but we'll keep. We have not made a decision yet, but we will do another contest on it. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Don't look up.